Good day and Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Umayma Durapatan Makarandap. So in this chapter, together with my co-members, we will be discussing the global environmental flows. So in this first slide, as we can see inside the box is the ecological modernization theory. So it is the theory that concerns with the economic and technological development without addressing the negative effects it might bring or it might inflict to the environment. The environmental and neoliberal economic are always opposed to one another because environmentalist deals with the concerns on how the government will be affected or how the environment rather will be affected, while the neoliberal focuses only on the economic growth, progress, and development, but the concern on how it may harm the society or the environment is declined. However, in this model, which is this ecological modernization theory, through this model, it integrates the two. For example, is the paint. The paint trade gives contribution to the economist and capitalist, which is in favor to the neoliberal, and same as how it reflects to the environment through its less environmental destruction. So, second slide. Then there are differences among nation and states when it comes to the environmental flows or in terms of their environmental performance, including the air pollution, greenhouse gas emission, sanitation, agricultural policies, and many others. So in 2006, Switzerland ranked as the highest in place in terms of the friendliness to the environment. Why is that so? Simply because of their system on electrical power using hydroelectric power, because hydropower offers the lowest levelized cost of the electricity across all major fossil fuel and renewable energy sources. They are also enthusiasts for travel by train, thus reduce the use of car. But here is the fun fact in terms of their mobility for their daily commute. They have this mobility that operates a car rental system similar to city bikes rentals, and there you just have to pick up a car, drive to your destination, and then after that you just have to hand it back to someone else to use by someone na naman. Another one is when they buy food or when they go to the market, and the people there is encouraged to bring their own container or lalagyan like baskets or eco bag to reduce the use of plastic plastic bags. So in 2006 also, Jared Diamond wrote a book titled Collapse. It is more likely about societal collapse and the role of the environment factors in that collapse. So Diamond enumerated these seven factors as the leading environmental problems. These are the destruction of natural habitats, decline of fish, decline of freshwater, toxic chemicals, greenhouse gases, and global warming, and so on. So, first, the destruction of natural habitats is the destruction or ruins of natural home or environments of animals, plants, or other organisms. This factors also considers as negative global flows or negative globalization. And the common reason of this natural habitat destructions is the deforestation. And sometimes when we hear globalization, the first thing comes in our mind are the advantages or benefits that it would give to the world. We focus solely on the idea or on the aspects or on that good that it could contribute or on that good that it could provide to our world, but often neglects the other idea that there are some consequences or the tendencies that it might harm others, specifically the environment. So example is the nuclear testing. So like sa Korea, 'di ba? Pag nagpapasabog sila ng ano, pag nagpapasabog kasi pag nagkakaroon ng nuclear testing, syempre kailangan ipasabog 'yan. So yan, pag the way na sumasabog ito, yan, nag-iwan yan ng toxic chemicals sa environment na which is not good kasi nakakasira siya. So number two, the decline of fish. The fishing industry is now having a large dimension. According to the United Nations Food, 69% of the most important fisheries in the world are fully exploited or overexploited. Example is sa China. They are still making transaction even in West Philippine Sea. Nangunguha pa rin sila ng isda kahit sa hindi nila area, 'di ba? So ano nangyayari? It leads to overexplosion na nagiging dahilan ng pagkaunti ng mga isda. And then, aside of the factors of the declination of this freshwater, one of the most perceptible factor is the paradox of bottled water. The declination of freshwater increased because of some industries or firms that making business from it. By the process of this paradox bottled water, some of the common source of the fresh water may lead to what we call desertification or water crisis. Aside of this, when there is an importation or exportation of water, syempre kailangan pa yan i-transmit to or from other countries. So, mas napapagastos pa. Tapos, dagdag pa yung fuel na nagagamit ng ship na naiiwan din sa dagat. Thus, nakaka-apekto ito sa dagat and to the creatures or organism within it. And then the last one is the toxic chemicals. Toxic chemicals impacts on the environment can be just as devastating as the toxic waste. As the toxic waste it produces kills organisms in a lake or river, destroys animals and plants and human health. So, ito yung toxic chemicals na minsan directly na nag-spread or directly na nakukuha natin or minsan naman is dumadaan muna or pumapasok muna siya dun sa mga like organisms or some food. Tapos, kinakain natin yung food na yun. So, nagkakaroon ng toxic chemicals sa ating katawan. So, that's all kasi the next report or the continuation of this will be reported by the next reporter.